So guys, I'm going to be doing my workouts now, and on my plan today is yoga day. So it's called dynamic restorative yoga and it's for 24 minutes. This level is intermediate, guys. Say a prayer for me.
Need a quick recharge? You came to the right place. Master trainer Tracy Copeland here, and in this restorative yoga session, we're going to slow things down so you can relax and unwind. Come into a comfortable seated position and let's get started. Sit in a kneeling or cross-legged position, whatever is most comfortable. Place your hands on your rib cage. Close your eyes and let yourself relax. Focus on the movement of your breath. As you inhale, let your belly rise and your rib cage expand. As you exhale, draw your belly in and feel your ribs contract. See if you can actively move the breath into your... Take one more cycle of breath here and then open your eyes. Extend your arms out in front of you, bringing your forehead down to the floor. Your knees can be as wide or as narrow as comfortable. Breathe slowly. Now moving into cat-cow flow. Inhale, lift your gaze forward and plant your hands on the mat. Stack your shoulders directly over your wrists and your hips over your knees. On an inhale, lift your chin, chest, and tailbone into cow pose. Arch your back. On an exhale, tuck your chin and your hips, rounding inward. Inhale into cow, letting your shoulder blades meet. Exhale into cat, spreading your shoulder blades apart. Go through a few more cycles at your own pace. Move where it feels good. Add in side-to-side movements or do a barrel roll in each direction. Now, walk your hands forward. Inhale and lift your hips up into high plank. Exhale, draw your navel in and push back into down dog. Feel free to bend one leg at a time while pressing your heels towards the ground. Gently press your chest back towards your thighs. Relax your head and neck. Keep your hands planted and bend your knees. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat. Feel free to grab hold of opposite elbows. Separate your feet hip-width apart and soften your knees while you fold forward. Exhaling, press up four corners of your feet into the mat and stand tall for mountain. Let's flow through a few rounds of sun salutations to build some heat. Inhale, extend your arms upward, lifting your heart up and then bending back. Keep your arms alongside your ears, shoulders down. Exhale, sweep your arms down and plant your hands. Inhale into half lift. Release back into forward fold. Inhale, plant your hands on the mat and step your feet back into high plank. Next, we are going to try our first vinyasa flow, a sequence that you'll see a lot through our yoga workouts.
Exhale and shift to chaturanga. Lower the tops of your feet down. Inhale and lift your chest into up dog. Exhale, curl your toes under and press back into down dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Move into standing back bend. Hinge at your hips with a flat back and sweep your arms overhead. Let your gaze lead you backwards. Exhale, bring your hands to center. Now let's move into Sun Salutation B. Lift your chest up, now bend back. Fold forward, lifting your hips up as your spine lengthens downward. Inhale, lengthen out into half lift. Inhale and step back into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, curl your toes under and press back into down dog. From down dog, with your core strong, shift your weight onto your left leg. Now sweep your right leg up and behind you. Exhale and step your right foot forward to Warrior One. Plant your back foot at 45 degrees. Back heel down and stand tall into Warrior One. Keep squaring your torso towards the front of your mat. Now let's flow through our vinyasa, just as we did before. We'll end in down dog. Take a full cycle of breath. From down dog, spread your fingers wide and shift your weight onto your right leg. Keep your hands and right foot rooted into the floor while your left leg floats upward. Exhale and step your left foot forward into Warrior One. Crunch up through your fingertips. Now let's flow through our vinyasa, just as we did before. We'll end in down dog. With vinyasa, the idea is to move as smoothly as possible from one pose into the next. Lift your hips up and back into down dog. Rock or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale into half lift. Inhale, rise up and return to standing back bend. Release your hands to center. Let's repeat Sun Salutation B again. Inhale and look forward. Exhale and press back into down dog. Lengthen the back side of your body from your fingertips through your heels. Now let's take half pigeon flow on the left. Lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Moving into half pigeon, lift your left knee into your chest and then rest it behind your left wrist. Your hands or forearms. Breathe deeply and relax your upper body. Inhale and look forward. Sweep your left leg up and scorpion your dog by rotating your left hip over your right. Try to stack your left hip over your right. Bring your leg back and into into down dog. Plant your hands and feet evenly and activate your arms and core. Now let's flow through our vinyasa just as we did before. We'll end in down dog. Focus on your breathing. Tuck your toes under and press back to down dog. Reach your tailbone towards the ceiling and your heels towards the floor. Now let's move to the opposite side. Cat-cow lunge flow on the right side. Step your right foot up between your hands. Keep your hips square and your spine long. Drop your hips down and keep your chest lifted. Exhale and push your hips back. Straighten your front leg and lift your right toes up. Follow your breath and keep repeating. Breathe into the stretch at the back of your front leg. Once more on your own breath. Exhale and press back into down dog. Gently press your chest back towards your thighs. Now sweep your right leg up and behind you. Start to shift into half pigeon. Lift your right leg into your chest and then rest it behind your right wrist. Lengthen your left leg out behind you and take deep breaths, releasing more and more tension from your hips with every exhale. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and look forward. Pressing back into down dog, sweep your right leg up and scorpion your dog by rotating your right hip over your left. Press evenly into both palms. Find your way into down dog. Draw your navel and look. Now moving into Vinyasa flow. Let your breath move effortlessly. Exhale, curl your toes under and press back into down dog. Soften your knees, lift your chin and shift your gaze forward. Bend your knees and ease your hips back over your heels. Extend your arms out in front of you, bringing your forehead down to the floor. Your knees can be as wide or as narrow as comfortable. Breathe slowly. Now moving into thread the needle to the left. Take your right arm and thread it across your chest and under your left arm. Allow your right ear to rest on the mat. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, creating space in your upper back. Take one more cycle of breath here and then open your eyes. Bring yourself back to child's pose. Switching sides. While still in child's pose, take your left arm and thread it across your chest and under your right arm. Rest your left ear comfortably on the mat. Close your eyes. Feel your breath creating space in your back body. Return to child's pose. Your arms up. Exhale and fold forward over your legs. If you have tight hamstrings or any back pain, bend your knees slightly. Hold and breathe. With control, slowly roll down onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side to release your low back. Now moving into reclining butterfly. For reclining butterfly, lower your legs to the mat and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees relax down towards the floor. Let your arms fall to your sides, palms facing upward. This pose is a great hip opener. Breathe evenly. Allow your knees to relax and lower down with every exhale. If you are comfortable in reclining butterfly, feel free to stay here as your final rest. Otherwise, make your way into Shavasana. Let your body relax into the floor. Let go of any tension, starting from the top of your head down through your toes. Let go of any lingering thoughts. Allow yourself to be completely still. Lengthen your inhales and exhales.
Hopefully you're feeling more centered and relaxed. Take this feeling into the rest of your week. Namaste.
So guys, I'm done with my workout for today and I burned 60 calories and the duration was for 23 minutes 40 seconds. It felt good, so I'm done actually.